Oh, I noticed you had a pink unicorn shirt on. What is Steel Panther?
You've never heard of Steel Panther?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Is this one of those rock and or roll bands?
This is a rock and roll band. This is actually probably one of the greatest rock and roll bands.
Oh, so it's Megadeth.
Greatest 80s hair band formed in like 2008.
So it's Lost Horizon?
I'm pulling up a set list name I'm going to read to you in a minute. So
just
of the names of their
just
songs.
the names of the song?
Yeah,
oh, you got this?
Yeah,
all right.
You just keep telling me.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm a little verklempt.
No, like my first experience with Steel Panther was like a bunch of the hockey guys. We actually were like, yeah, let's go to Steel Panther. And I'm like, who the fuck is Steel Panther?
This is off their album called Hole Patrol.
Ooh.
Satan's Intro, Big Boobs, Is It Hot in Here, Hell's on Fire, Fat Girl, comma, Thar She Blows.
Thar She Blows.
Getting a Spinal Tap vibe from some of this.
Michael Falls in Love, Stripper Girl, Ginger Puss is Out, Metal Shop. Then the re-release.
Ginger Puss is out.
Yep.
Yeah, Ginger Puss is Out.
Tom,
Like Ginger Puss is out or Ginger Puss
Off their latest
is
one
out.
called Lower the Bar. Lower the Bar.
Yeah, where's the
Going
comma?
in the Back Door. Anything Goes. Poo-Tang Boomerang.
love Poontang
There it
Boomerang.
is. That's When You Came In. Wrong Side of the Tracks. Out in Beverly Hills. Now the Fun Starts. Pussy Ain't Free. Wasted Too Much. I Got What You Want. Walk of Shame. And then She's Tight. So
Wait till you get to. They have songs like Asian Hooker and
So
Glory
this
Hole.
sounds more like hip hop music or something.
No. This is like 80s rock band.
you ever heard of Anal Cunt before? They have the best track listing of anything ever. You never heard of it's a band. Oh, you guys don't listen to good music at all, do you?
You guys don't.
Sorry.
I don't know what the kids are listening to anymore.
Oh.
You damn kids are listening. To
I mean, this is an old like
I watch Sesame Street.
80s 90 band. I don't know, but I'll read a couple.
Actually one of my favorite Steel Panther songs is "Girl from Oklahoma."
This is off their album Everyone Should Be Killed.
Oh,
Oh, is this Anal Cunt?
No,
Anal
this
cunt.
is Alex.
Anal cunt.
This is friend of the show, Alex,
Welcome
doing our intro riff.
Back, universe, to episode 27, bonus episode. First ever 27th bonus episode. It is not Anal Cunt.
But it is coming to you from Highland Tower Studios in Cedarburg, Wisconsin.
There you go.
I'm sorry you guys don't like my entertainment, but sometimes
Hey, I've never heard Anal Cunt. I can't say.
have I ever
Bad.
made you listen to Steel Panther yet though?
Yeah.
So if it's called Steel Panther, why is there a unicorn? Shouldn't it be a cat?
No. They have like one of their songs is called "The Shocker." I can't do it. But
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've had a few shockers in my day.
I bet you.
Wait,
have.
what? What? Yo, this podcast got real.
I know a guy who thought it was hilarious to walk around giving shockers at parties.
I don't think you know what a shocker is, man.
Oh, I know.
So I was really,
Close on shockers.
I was really shocked.
Oh,
But yeah, they. I mean,
Turns
shit.
out he's gay. I didn't know that at the time. No one else did. He wasn't out yet.
That's
you
the,
knew.
That's the best one there.
Hey,
17
he
girls in
didn't
a
know
row.
he was gay at the time either.
Oh, I think
God.
he knew.
7
Knuckles
death
in me.
to all but his metal.
Okay, here's the set list. MTV is the source for my new music.
Wait, who is it?
Song
Is
titles
this
are
Anal
fucking
Cunt?
stupid.
Okay.
Having to make up
Anal
song
Cunt.
titles sucks. Iron Funeral, Chapel of Gristle, Alcoholic, Slow Song from Splits, Aging Disgracefully, Brutal Morbid Acts of Satan, You Must Be Wicked, Underground If You Own This. Guess which 10 of these are actual song titles. Our band is wicked sick. We have the flu.
Those
Anal
are-
Cunt, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I mean.
that's the whole set list from Anal Cunt.
Sometimes I just read the Wikipedia to laugh, man. They're incredible. Sorry.
When were they a band?
90s, baby.
90s?
80s.
Nice.
All right.
Not that.
Well, should we, Micah?
Yeah, man.
Tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Where are you going?
Get in there. Yeah, where are you going?
Yeah,
Going
you're
to
leaving. You're
Japan or
leaving
something?
tomorrow,
How
aren't
you
you?
going?
Yeah, you're outta here.
I've got a lot going on. Apparently, it is
Son of a big deal.
Japan's birthday, I guess. So
Happy birthday, Japan!
Hey, get there. So we're doing a month worth of shows in May and September over there, like a month long. We're building ramps and everything, and it's really scary to do that because you never know. Like, there's no Home Depot in Japan. You know, like,
I bet you there's got to be some kind of Home Depot.
I mean, they make everything out of like birchwood, right? So like you have to bring everything over.
Japan's Japanese people are pretty industrious. I'm sure they have their own.
They used to
fucking
eat
Home
bark,
Depot.
Jeff. They used to eat bark.
I'm sure they have like a Lowe's.
I think everybody used to eat bark if you go back far enough.
I don't know. The Mongolians did some shit to them. You know. Anyway, so we're going over there. I'm tomorrow flying to Texas to do an event called Grunt Fest, which is described to me as just a college alcohol party, which is fine. And then I fly to California. I'm doing anti-bullying
That's a good cause.
school shows. Yep, for 3 weeks. And then I fly back to Texas, do a show for Nitro Circus. Then fly back to California. I'm flying my mom out. We're going to drive across the country. Then I'm going to get in the car, drive to
Dude, driving across the country
Jersey.
is rough.
I do it a lot.
I love cross country
yeah.
driving.
Let me back
Road
that
trip.
up a minute. You're doing an anti-bullying show?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people you picked on back in the day?
I mean, you
This
learn
is
from
like-
your
this is-
mistakes, Jeff. I don't know.
Making amends.
Judge.
It's court
Judge
ordered.
less ye
All right.
be
This-
judged.
That's what I was going with.
Believe
Is this
him?
court ordered? Court ordered?
No, it's not.
No,
I do it out of the
okay.
kindness. I don't know. It's sick. We go to high schools and like,
Yeah.
it's
We beat people up. It's great.
yeah, we find the bullies and we crush their skulls. No, it's gnarly. It's a really good program. Like, we have touched kids in a lot of ways.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
You in our defense, you gotta set yourself up. For
He
that.
brought up the no,
Yeah.
it's sick. Like, we go out there.
Tom
and
came out of the closet. You're touching kids. Fuck! What kind of show is this?
this is
No, Mark came out of the closet. I'm still in.
No, I was.
What? Well, you ruined it with Molly. This
You're-
conversation. I'm
Those
not
were
sure if you know
ambush
that.
shockers. I didn't know they were coming.
This is insane.
I bet you did. You liar! You.
Oh, so yeah, so we're gonna go spread the good word.
That's
about
good.
it.
No, that's cool.
Try to
It's-
tell kids to be
it's-
nice to each other.
Sure, and
It's gnarly because like it's with high school kids. So like, there's no bullshit with high school kids. You are not gonna pull the wool over their eyes. Like, you can't jump a bike and be like, oh, that's entertaining. Like, you have to put on a show. So we get gnarly with it, and like, what the best part is, before the show starts, I talk to counselors and stuff, and like, I get to present that to people. Like, listen, anxieties are real. Like, everything you're feeling is normal. Like, life isn't always fair, but like, there's people to talk
hair
to.
in
So
funny
like, my job is
places, I
like,
get it.
yeah, like it's not that. I know it's gnarly because like
Raise your hand if you have an
Dude.
erection. Kids? Anyone?
there's like 3,000 suicides a year.
Yeah,
based
no,
on
it's-
bullying.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not-
every
like,
5
just based on
hours
bullying. Just-
someone
I'm not
commits
trying to
suicide.
I'm not trying to make light.
No,
of it,
it's
but-
fine. It's just I've had some really breakthroughs with people, so like I
Sure.
don't take a lot of things serious in my life, but like I've helped some kids get through some stuff, and
Yeah.
it's meant the world to me, and like it's something bigger than me, and that's
Sure.
it. So like I can't wait to go back and do it, and there is funny times. Like one good story, like so we're in Houston doing these shows, and like just after the flood, like just right after the flood. So I'm amped. I'm like, we're gonna go to Houston, show these kids a good time, remind them that like people still love them throughout the country, and like try to get them out of their place. But like I didn't put myself in their shoes. So like you have a bunch of kids coming in with like speaker system and shiny ramps, and you're gonna see how cool we are. We're like, yo, these guys don't have clothes. Like there's
Yeah.
no home, you know. So I got to put back on me real easy. Like I announced a show, so I come out real hyped. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna have a show. Who's ready to have some fun today? You guys ready to party? And this kid looked me straight in the eyes and just real loud, just said, "Fuck you." And
I know who's
I
not
was-
getting the t-shirt cannon.
I was ruined, dude. I didn't like as a microphone. Like I'm excellent
Yeah.
at shit talking. Like I just wanted to go in on this kid. I'm like, it's first off, it's an anti-bullying show, but secondly, like he's hurting. Like I have to
Yeah.
try to help that, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like Houston's gnarly. That's what I've learned. Like you can try to touch people, you can try to help people. Like catastrophes are gnarly. People, as much as they say they care about other people, they don't. And you see it in these high schools, and you just try to do the best you can. So
Sure.
yeah, gonna go do that, have a bunch of fun,
Cool.
and then come back, and then Summerfest stuff starts here. Like this is the gnarliest booking year of my
Yeah,
life.
you've done.
Whew.
You've had Division Bikes has done Summerfest for how long? How many years?
14 or 15
Yeah.
years. Like I said, we've been doing shows for 20 years. It's been.
I mean, I remember showing up there and drinking some PBRs with you.
Yeah, man.
When
Yeah, dude, it's
I drank. Sorry.
the funniest part is like
I never knew.
at the
Not
end of the
sorry.
night, they open, because we're right by the Porta Johns, they open up every Porta John to make sure there's not some poor girl that's passed out there all night. And there's always somebody like 4 hours in. You're like, oh, their friends suck because they left them there. But yeah, we're doing like Summer Solstice, Brady Street. Like,
I've been there too. That's
dude,
fun.
there is so many shows. It's so much fun. It's so great. I can't wait. It's going to be a ride summer. It's going to be a ride year. And then I'm just, traveling circles constantly. And then Nitro Circus picks up again in fall. And we're doing indoor shows. So like I don't know. I could do like Madison Square Garden. We're doing Staples Center. We're doing
cool.
like Honda. Yeah, it's gonna be gnarly. I get to host that. So like,
So you're okay. So you're still hosting all the Nitro
Yeah.
Circus stuff.
yeah, I announce more than anything else. I just ride for fun, and then basically my life is just trying to get my friends paid for riding their bikes and just trying to buy ramps and give them opportunities. And my little sport's dying. Like BMX is dying. It's video games are taking over, and I'm a realist at that. But I look at my job as a way to like, I get kids interested in this, and it's the favorite thing I have in my life. So I want people in on it, and I just want to share it.
Sure.
And it's paid off financially, but like, I also don't have a high cost of living. Like, I don't need nice things. The no ego thing helps there. Like, I don't need a house or
No, but you own a Harley.
a shiny car. It's for sale. I'm trying to buy this ramp. If anyone needs a Harley 2000 FX DX, it's done like 3 wheelies, so I know it works.
Talked to my cousin that we just had on.
Oh, if he needs
2
one,
weeks ago.
holler at me.
Yep.
He'll love
He
it.
Well, weren't
races,
you-
flat track.
Well,
Hey.
you worked for Harley, but you were also they sponsored Division for a
Yeah,
time.
for quite a while they did it, and then we did a bunch of marketing.
Yeah.
Should get my dude JJ on here. He's from Waukesha. In his second race ever, he won the X Games. JJ Flaherty.
I love that kid.
He is the most amazing creature of Wisconsin that no one's ever heard of. And
No, I-
follow him on Instagram.
Fucking get him on. dude.
JJ
What the hell?
rides. He is
I'll-
incredible. He'd
See-
be
see
shy.
what I-
He is like me boasting about not having an ego is me having an ego. This kid doesn't. He like grew up on farms of
Yeah.
Waukesha, like
Yeah.
where you drive your like tractors to school. You know, like he's one of those kids. But that he rode BMX. He's ridden BMX for my team for 15 years. He's incredible. And then he got on flat track racing and second race qualified for X Games. And then he won it in his second race ever. And now he's like getting picked up and doing all these other races and stuff. But he'd come on. He's chill.
Yeah,
He'd be
he's a
really
good-
shy.
He's a good
but
shit.
He wouldn't watch Snow on the Bluff. I know that. But he's sick. Yeah, you should get that dude on.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
let's get him on.
I'll get him. What about you guys? What's your lives like? Enough about me.
We're gonna spin this around.
Yeah, let's interview you.
Okay.
Do you want to arm wrestle right now? Left-handed?
Tom hasn't
Opposite-handed?
arm wrestled in a long time.
Opposite-handed. I don't want to arm wrestle. You'd probably still kick my butt, and then I
Yeah.
get all embarrassed.
Have
I'm,
you arm wrestled since you had your Tommy John surgery?
I don't think so.
Meant to you thumb wrestle at all? Is that like a thing?
I thumb wrestle and leg wrestle.
Like,
I'll leg wrestle the fuck out of you right now. We should do that.
I'm just gonna get beat by a guy half my size.
You wanna
That's my favorite.
leg wrestle?
I mean, we can't film it. It doesn't go on the TV.
That's
We
right?
can turn that camera on.
Here we go.
It'll be on
Let's do
Facebook
it.
I
Live.
don't even know how to leg wrestle. Where did I get myself into?
Okay.
That's when
Lay
you go
down.
butt
What is
cheek
that?
to cheek on the ground.
See, it's funny when it's all fun and games until Tom says, "You know, you got to lay down."
What is? I'm not here to do jujitsu, Tommy. I don't know what game you're trying to play. I love it. Leg wrestle Jeff. He didn't finish the movie. Give him consequences. and
Is that the
pain.
consequences I got?
Too much food.
No, there's not a lot of room
Even
for-
better? Yeah.
No, because someone's gonna get kicked in the face, and it's probably gonna be me.
No, it's gonna be me.
It'll be Molly will get a fist and a fucking foot in the face because Tom will just do this.
Poor
I'm
Molly.
not gonna do that. Don't. Hey,
They're the
you
same
got some
length.
shit coming though.
For what, Malort? Sure.
No, for being the bully my whole life.
Oh, it wasn't
before
your
I
whole life, you drama queen.
I can back this up, Tommy. You're right. Jeff is a
Shut
dick.
up.
How much of a bully was Jeff to me? He bullied me more than anybody.
I had low self-esteem.
Yeah. Jeff's a victim.
You know, never.
I'm the victim here.
No. What people don't know about Jeff, the local legend, Jeff used to be the smallest kid forever growing up. He was the shortest. Remember?
So the smallest kid used to beat you up, Tom. Is
Well,
that
no,
what you're
now he
saying?
became
Yeah.
a.
He was
pussy.
older than me, so
Yeah.
he was still bigger than me.
No, actually, I think I brought this up to Micah one time. The fishing trip, me, Micah, and Sean
Oh,
went fishing at. There was a pond.
I know
Down
where
the-
the pond was.
Right, and it was hidden by some trees. It was
Yep.
on 60.
Yep.
So we were fishing there, and a cop drove by and saw us, and it's a stock pond, so it had trout and shit like that. The old farmer comes down, bitching, hooting and hollering, and Micah gives his real name because Micah was a good kid.
I was a really nice kid.
You were a really nice
I was
kid. Your
really
mom
good.
raised you right.
Yeah. Not anymore.
What the fuck happened? Sean, our buddy Sean gave, I think, someone else's name, and I gave someone else's name.
Probably my name.
You gave Tommy's name. Don't
I
lie.
gave Tommy's
What's your name? Tommy.
So-
Give
so
your
then-
address and everything.
Then the
I'm
guy,
Tom Klein.
I remember the older guy was like, "Wow, you're how old? And would you fall asleep?"
Okay,
sorry, no, fucking not enough. Your story's boring as shit.
Oh, it's not a
Trout. You were saying.
Right. So the farmer's bitching, and immediately he's like, "I'm in 5th grade." Mike is like, "I'm in 5th grade." I'm like, "I'm in 3rd grade,"
Yeah.
and I was just as old as Micah, but I was smaller. So he's like, "You should be setting an example for this
Start
kid."
screaming at us. Why are you bringing the young kid along? You should
Be
know
little.
better. You've been teaching him. He talked me into this, sir. I'm just being all nice about it.
He's the one that has the poles. They're his.
Oh man, I got bullied by the Slane kids. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
They were ruthless to me. But
Joey
Yeah,
and
right.
Jesse and
Ryan.
Ryan. Yep, the Slane kids.
so it all went downhill. Like, and then I bullied Jeff, and Jeff bullied you.
See, shit just flowed downhill, bud.
Well, who
Sorry.
the fuck did I bully?
You fucked up,
Did you?
Ian,
No,
the Jew.
I guess I bullied the Jew a little bit.
You
There you
gave
go.
him the nickname the Jew, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right then.
Oh, there you go.
There
Well,
you go.
he is Jewish.
he is Jewish.
Is it anti-Semitic to call him by his
But,
correct religion?
You know what? I also
Yeah.
protected the Jew because he was my buddy. Like, no one else got to bully him. It was only me.
It was only me.
Selective
It was only
bullying?
me.
I like
Well,
that.
if other people bullied him, I would beat their ass.
Yeah, see, good looking out.
This is my
Yeah.
Jew. There are many like him, but this
This
one
one
is
is
mine.
Yeah, that's how I hung out with the Jew. It was,
What is going on here?
I don't know.
It's from Full Metal Jacket.
No, love that movie.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I love it.
All right, what are we doing next there, Mal? What do
Yeah,
we got?
what you got there?
Mark,
Why are you asking?
Yeah.
let's do some of them. We can do a couple.
Trivial Pursuit? Or do you want to do the
Wait.
Would You Rather?
Oh,
Either
I'm in
or.
for Would You Rather.
Let's do that one.
It's right there.
Real quick, because I thought we were going to talk about this in the main episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have you guys seen in the news lately what people are doing now instead of eating Tide
is that the
Pods?
snorting condoms?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, your parents should have swallowed. Fucking Christ.
Who was the first person to figure that out?
Jesus.
I mean, I saw it in the 90s. I'm just saying.
Like,
I saw a guy
it's
snorting
from the
condom.
neti pots, right? Because people are shoving water
Right.
through their nose and
Right. And
out their mouth or
You just
whatever.
stick in your nose and you just like
So now it's like,
Hulk a
what else can I stick in there?
swallow. I think I'd go Tide Pod, personally.
Really?
That's
What
gonna
if you
be
had like a condom with like shit in it or something, you know?
First
Not
first-
jizz.
They're not
Put a
using
jizz condom in
spent
your nose.
condoms.
First of all,
Respect, I
you're
don't
doing
know.
it wrong. You shouldn't be snorting them.
But
You should really use them for safe sex because you shouldn't be breeding.
You should put him on Mark's
see, I have a real.
fingers when he gets the shocker.
Do you guys know there's free vasectomies in Seattle? You can get
What?
free. You can get free vasectomies in Seattle.
I got a court-ordered vasectomy,
There's
and I had to
actually
pay
free
for the buck
vasectomy.
out of that.
Whoa! they can
Court
do
ordered
that?
vasectomy.
he's
Yeah, every client at 13 has to get a court order.
What is that called? Eugenics? That's called, right?
And
Am I right?
No,
What-
I did.
sort of.
Actually
What do you
have to
got
have
there,
one.
Mark?
No, Molly still has to swallow a big gulp. It's fine.
Gulp.
Jesus Christ!
All right. On the note of vasectomies, would you rather find that your entire floor at work, with the exception of your cubicle, has been converted into a daycare center for children or for pets?
Pet.
Pets.
pets.
Those are my two least favorite things in the world.
Pets
I
and
don't give a shit
children.
about your
I hate
kids.
kids and I hate animals.
What do you hate?
Animals are
Especially
adorbs.
young pets.
No,
Animals
no,
are
I just don't
adorbs.
shit. Whatever. Either.
Yeah, I hate them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Be
I love
mad
my
either way.
pets and I love my children. I hate your pets and I hate
Yeah.
your children.
Yeah.
But what would you deal with easier?
Probably
Bunch of screaming
the kids.
No pets, because
No.
there's consequences.
No,
to
you,
kids.
dude, you can't hit dogs.
No.
It's worse than hitting kids.
You can like kick them out of the
Yeah,
way,
but you
though.
can't lock your kid up in a fucking kennel.
You can't hit a
No,
kid
but if
either.
if you see a kid in a car, you can't smash the window for the kid's sake. But if you see a dog in a car, you can smash that window.
Is that real?
Yeah.
I hate this country. That's insane. That's insane, man.
See, this goes back to the whole fuck. That goes back to
There's
the
no way
whole
that's real.
Tide Pod challenge, the whole fucking snorting condom thing. That's just the dumbing down of America. We're
I-
heading closer and closer to idiocracy every fucking
I
day.
Oh, yeah.
Molly says, or Molly's dad says all the time, we're always going there.
To idiocracy?
Yeah.
Where Costco's
Dwayne the Rock
everything?
Johnson wants to run for president.
Perfect.
Dude, Oprah's gonna win.
Honcho.
Oprah's gonna be our president. I hope you're ready for that. Oprah is gonna be our president.
She can get the
100%.
country to make some money. I can live with that.
As long as she's throwing out cars, you get a car. I'm okay with it.
I'll take your car.
Don't take a car.
You're right.
I need a car too. Fuck.
All right, this one goes for all the bald men out there.
Oh, so one of us.
Would you rather be a man who wears a noticeably ugly toupee or a man that uses that spray stuff in a can to color his scalp?
Oh man,
Ooh.
You got to pick one.
I'm a toupee guy. Play the humor. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, play it up
Make it
because
really
the
funny.
spray thing, that's just sad.
What if it rains?
I would spray my own bald spot. Just like spray everything else but the bald spot, depending, just like the one little spot.
Skull-de-sac.
Dude,
Call it.
check
The
this
skull
out.
is like, yeah, you're getting
Look
thin.
at that.
Getting thin up
Yeah,
there, bud.
buddy.
One right here.
See, and
I
I-
didn't notice it until my Facebook Live shit.
Does Foz have that?
I always tell
Yeah.
people, like, I'm
My
not
whole
losing
family-
my
My
hair.
dad's got
I have
one,
a
too.
widow's
Yarmulke.
peak. That's what this is. This is a widow's peak. I have a really big forehead.
You got a 5 head.
Shut your face.
Blame it on helmets. I played hockey.
it's
My whole
definitely
life.
hockey.
See,
well,
you got a 5 head, and I got the Yarmulke.
That's another good song. Helmet Head.
Is that by Anal Cunt?
It is not by Anal Cunt.
You know, Jesus Christ, dude, you keep owning me with it.
What else?
I've got horrible entertainment in music and movies if you at all need to upgrade your life.
Okay.
AKA
gotta-
downgrade.
Need this in my
Got a good
life.
horror movie for me?
Yeah, let me think
Don't
what
say
it's called.
teeth.
Oh my god.
Teeth
That's
is
not
rough.
I bet it
I
is.
saw that with
I
my-
fucking bet it is.
one of my
You
last
saw it?
girlfriends. That was the
Yeah.
first movie we saw. And I knew
You
she
knew right
was
then and
down,
there
'cause
the
she watched
relationship
it.
was
Yeah,
doomed.
She was into it. She was rad. That was rad. God, what is that horror movie called? As soon
Molly
as I
has
think
the
of it-
vagina
centipede?
teeth, but she's got bad vagina teeth, so she had to get vagina teeth braces.
She got vagina crowns?
Tommy.
She got vagina crowns.
Is there a Invisalign for that? You can just like
Nice grill, Molly.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, Molly. I couldn't resist.
You want to see my what? Let me see your grill. I wanna see your grill. Sorry,
All right.
that was Nelly. Thanks.
That was Nelly. That was
All right.
All right.
Got that out of the way.
Where were we?
Would you? I think we were on a fresh game of Would You Rather.
Nice grill.
Not quite sure what to make of this one. Would you rather speak for only a minute each day or stand for only a minute each day?
I like to stand because I do a lot of my best work on my back. Yes, that's the reaction I
How
wanted.
long have you been saving that?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
You've been
This is his
waiting
fifth
for
time
this
on the
timing.
podcast. He's been waiting.
Did he pick these cards?
I may have organized them before you got here.
All right.
Wow.
Because, like, both of these are great. I would love to only speak for a minute and stand for only a minute. So I'm
See,
like, can I have them
Well,
both?
do you have
I
to
like hearing
not
myself
stand
talk, so that's
for
just not enough time.
the rest of the time.
Yes.
So you
Now that I
to
have a
lay
child,
down
I
or
have to
kneel
force
or
myself to
something.
talk so that the kid knows what the English language sounds like. Because I'm with her all day and I wouldn't say a
I'm just
word.
gonna set up Spanish to randomly go off in your fucking house.
Didn't that scene from Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory kind of seem tight, where it was like that dude and his girl, and then across the bed was that dude and the girl, and they just kind of like
What fuck?
The grandparents.
always had
Oh.
friends. Yeah, they always
Oh.
just chilled and
yeah.
talked.
All the
That doesn't
people
sound
were in
tight
the
for a
bed.
little bit. Like I get 6 years of like my dude and my girl, and like if his girl's tight, like she can be there, and like you just always have that conversation.
It
You always
depends.
have the dude.
Can I still
Where
smell?
did that even come
Yeah.
from?
I don't
You
know.
never seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
No,
Factory?
but-
It's from laying down. If you had to lay down all the time, 'cause they laid down for what, like years, I think.
That's where the
Yeah.
okay. I was just trying to keep up to.
Yeah, they
I'm
lay
sorry.
down for
Yeah.
years.
Oh yeah, I forget you guys can't hear inside my head. My bad.
No,
He just
Ah,
instantly
I
goes
forget.
to we're all
I always
gonna just
forget that
lay
too.
around in a bed and chill.
It's a big bed.
I mean, I had a movie for reference. Don't I get any points?
No, yeah, I'll give you that.
Tight.
2 points.
Hey,
I'll take it.
You get 2 points.
that's all I need.
All right. Would you rather live next to a garbage dump or a cemetery? Cemetery all day.
Yeah.
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 Cemetery, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew a kid who lived up the road from me who lived across the street from a cemetery. We wanted to play laser tag over there, but his mom wouldn't let us.
My dude lives next to the Germantown one that's right on like the Milwaukee border.
Talking the garbage thing?
Yeah. And we can do anything on his property.
Oh, that shit smells.
Like when it smells that bad, you can do that. You fireworks, motorcycles, jump cars. Like,
Cook meth. Yeah,
Yeah,
no one cares.
whatever.
Cook,
He's
man.
tight. His
Oh,
name, his name is Comb Over Steve. When he was in high school, he gave himself a mohawk and he took turpentine to get it out, so it burned all the follicles.
Ooh.
He's also one of the first humans to ever front flip a motorcycle, and
Ooh.
he builds for Travis Pastrana. Like
Nice.
he's his main ramp builder, and he's a
Okay.
dude from Germantown, like
Nice.
small world.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Why do they put fences on cemeteries?
Because people are dying to get in.
You son of a bitch! You stole it.
That's pretty good.
All right. That was the first joke I ever learned from my grandma.
No.
I thought it was hilarious when I was a kid.
It's a good one.
Like, oh, they're dying to get in. Okay, you know.
Grandma,
I get
you're
it.
great.
Grandma, you're fucking great. But my grandma sucked.
But fuck you, Grandma.
No, she bought me a Happy Meal without the toy.
Do you think she just kept it for herself?
Was it a Beanie Baby?
Did she request no toy? Because that's
You can't
pretty
even buy the
ruthless.
Happy Meal without the
Yeah, I
toy.
think-
She bought like a small fry and a hamburger.
Oh.
And
So,
didn't buy me
Do you
toy.
think she just didn't buy you a Happy Meal? She's like, yeah, just give me a burger and fries.
No, I think she was a
She just
cunt.
kept the toy for herself.
Grandma, where's my Happy Meal? Actually, Tom, I didn't get you. a
Actually,
Happy
you
Meal.
don't get a Happy Meal because the toy is expensive, and I'm gonna fucking save 90 cents to.
No, she got you the Happy Meal. She just kept the toys.
This is gonna be worth something someday.
Fuck her. No, that's.
I
that pissed
love
me
the
off.
animosity towards your grandmother. I've never heard anything like it ever, and I'm floored. And
She told me a good joke, and then she fucked me on the Happy
You
Meal.
know what? In Atlanta, they love and respect their grandmothers.
Yeah? Well, I don't, because my grandma should have got me a goddamn Happy Meal toy.
I love your grandma.
Is this Grandma Klein or is this another grandma?
It's Grandma One Leg.
He's not gonna.
Fair enough.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
What you got there?
Grandma
All right.
One Leg.
Did you call her that before the Happy Meal? Is that maybe why you didn't get that?
That's why she only has one leg.
All right,
because
Tom. Would you
You
rather
like wrestling
receive
or-
a $200 parking ticket that you feel you can successfully contest in court, or a $40 ticket that you know you deserve?
I like to argue. But I don't like taking the day off of work.
Yeah, it's what is your time worth at this point?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I just pay the 40.
I don't
And
know.
also, like, where's the court? I got to pay for
I've-
parking.
I've tried to contest tickets I knew I own that I should get, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, I've been told you can
Indecent
successfully
exposure,
like
9 times.
It was not nine
money or
times.
points,
and
so
it
you
was
can
not
talk it
indecent
down.
exposure.
Yeah.
It was urinating in public.
There you go.
You're lucky you didn't get indecent for that. Because
So,
Well, I also
Yeah.
got out of a DUI because Tom.
arm wrestle.
Tom, take the wheel.
I arm wrestled the cop.
Tom arm wrestle the cup. Arm leg wrestle. Tom
No,
leg
that
wrestle the
was-
cup.
the- I think Tom got an underage drinking ticket out of that one. Was that in the Integra?
You got an underage.
No, I didn't. I didn't get shit out of it.
Only the driver got
No,
one.
I didn't get anything. I was driving. Remember, we spilt the 2 beers on the floor. We were
'cause
driving
you
up to
fucking
Allington
slammed on the brakes
because
like
the
a
cop pulled me
bitch.
over. Because
Well,
I got
you didn't have to slam that hard.
I just feel like Super Troopers thing happening. Like,
we used our fake IDs.
Dude, he
and-
slammed on the brakes
Oh,
so
I'm so mad
fucking
about
hard.
it.
what
that
is the
there was no
statute of
way.
limitations on this story, Jeffrey?
I'm sure it's over.
Tight.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it. It's fine.
Way to go.
So I got an underage drinking, which I shouldn't have gotten because I thought you only were supposed to
Nope.
get it.
What I got was an open intoxicant ticket.
Oh, that's it.
While
yeah,
driving?
I got
Yeah.
only the driver gets an open intoxicant.
You should be from Newburgh with all those charges. I feel like that's like.
Dude, this cop was cool.
Yeah, it was a state
No, he
trooper.
wasn't.
He was cool. He was.
No.
He could have arrested both of
No,
us.
he made us dump out all our beer, and we only had 2 bottles taken out. We were
Oh.
driving from Jackson to Allington,
Mm.
and yeah,
It's like a 12-pack that we just had to fucking dump out on the side.
I tried giving it to him. He's like, I can't take that.
He even said it was his favorite beer, too.
Fucking High
And he
Life.
can't. High Life.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a good-
Sure,
motherfucker.
sure.
I like it. I would contest it in court. Thanks.
So I'd contest that.
Yeah, that's like.
There was nothing to contest. We were both completely.
Yeah, we were half in the bag.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
Yeah, do not drink and
Please
drive. This is a good.
We're not
This is a
drinking
good
and driving.
PSA
Oh, good.
announcement
Yeah, good.
right here.
We
That
just
basically
had
that's what I was
opening
saying
time.
Make
was to not drink and drive.
Make good choices.
Right.
Don't be Jeff.
Right.
Don't be local
The
legend.
more you know.
We just had open intoxicants.
That is how you get local legend status sometimes.
In Newburgh. Hey, he's got like 6 DUIs. Yeah, he's got 8. Want to go drive? No.
No.
Please stop.
Oh,
doing
they
it.
got that new law going on. If you get 4 or more, now you're
They take it away.
done
The
forever.
third one's a felony, isn't it?
You do
Second
one in
one
Canada
is,
and you're done.
Yeah.
felony.
If you get one here, you can't go to Canada. for
I know.
5
I got an
years.
uncle that's got 5 and did time. Not a big deal.
But there's a new law now
Yeah.
that if you, once you get to a certain, they take your license away and you cannot get it back.
Ever.
That because having your license has really stopped a lot of people from driving.
No, it doesn't.
That's how you get driving after revs and
The
shit.
first one's
Yeah.
not criminal still in the
Yeah.
state. And until that
the
changes.
first one is,
The
yeah,
first one is a ticket.
is okay.
No, it's not okay, Tommy.
No, it's okay. It's not like
It's cool. It's cool.
Oh.
It's cool,
Keep
man.
cool, my baby.
dad is a
Pump
killer
the
set of
brakes.
tools.
We're good.
Tommy. I like you people.
I can see how it should be stiffer, but I don't know if I want to come down hard
Yeah.
But
on a first timer. I don't know.
There you go.
see what you did there, Mark.
Still,
See what you did there.
I mean, you're gonna be hurting.
I bet.
It's
Yeah,
10.
but sometimes you fuck up on accident.
I know. Yeah.
You know, I mean,
There have been times where I should have been pulled over, and I'm thankful I wasn't.
Just don't
Yeah.
drink and drive.
everybody has had that.
We've all
As I
gotten-
get- do you
we've
feel
all
like as
gotten
you get
lucky.
older, though, you are more responsible? Because I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
in every
Yes.
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
Definitely.
drink in this building and then call it a night.
Yeah, I don't have a drop.
If I can't walk to the bar, I'm not going to the bar.
Yeah.
Any cops listening to this podcast? I haven't had any drinks tonight.
I'm
There's
driving.
two
Mike is driving.
I'm
empty
driving.
Cans
Those are yours.
right next to
Those are Arizona
My
iced
name's
teas.
Tom.
Thomas A. Klein.
you.
He knows your address. Just so you know, he does. He's fully
God
aware.
damn it!
Yeah, yeah, he does. He does.
All right,
What else? What?
All right, one more.
Yeah, one more.
All
What
right.
you got
one
there?
more.
Would
Let's
you rather
do one
show
more.
up at your 20th high school reunion as the most successful person but with the ugliest spouse, or the best looking spouse but minimal accomplishments?
Best
Probably
looking-
the best looking
best looking
spouse.
spouse.
At some schools, that's an
Yeah.
accomplishment all by itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Just nail it. We'll send Molly to the curb, and I'll get a good looking spouse.
Jesus
Oh!
Christ, Tommy.
I suppose he's already sleeping on the
So-
couch.
Right.
Holy.
I was just gonna say I'll take the accomplishments because if I'm going with Tom, you know,
Yeah. No,
not
He's
gonna
already
be
the
best
ugliest looking
spouse.
guy.
yeah, I'd take the accomplishments. I don't know.
Take the accomplishment. You don't want like
You don't want the
some-
hottest.
I'm not a
looking broad?
sexually driven
Bombshell?
human. It's not like a big thing to me
Yeah,
at
I
all.
settled for this fucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes you gotta settle.
You know what?
Look.
Yeah.
I don't know. Success is driving me way more than like
Yeah.
doing it for anyone or again the ego. I've
Well, it's
really-
as much about
tough with my ego.
impressing the people with how attractive your spouse is,
Yeah.
in addition to
Yeah.
impressing them with your
Yeah,
accomplishments.
if you show up in a helicopter, you win regardless. So
Yeah.
bring the helicopter.
Yeah.
I
Going
like-
to Romy and
Okay,
Michelle's high school
I'm
reunion,
gonna
yeah.
actually
I
change.
invented the
I'm
poster.
changing my answer. I'd rather show up with a homely broad and have fucking
That's what I'm
have
saying.
accomplishments.
Have medals hanging
Yeah,
on
right.
your
you,
coat.
you bring two Rottweilers in on chains, you're gonna get
and
respect.
you
You,
have
know what I mean?
the Intercontinental Champion
all
belt
about
or something.
how you show up.
Right.
Fireworks going off as you
Yeah.
walk in.
Yeah, who's that busted girl? But dang, man, he's got what do his teeth say? You know what I mean? Like all sorts of like.
No, I want to
What is
walk
her
in
teeth?
with a girl, and
She
they're
showed
like,
me her grill.
that dude's dick is huge.
And record scratch.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. I want the girl.
There you go.
I think.
You're blocking
She'll
your
be-
rocks.
She'll be blowing the successful guy in the fucking.
She'll be in.
She'll be
She's
like,
coming with you. She's leaving with someone else.
I got this
Yeah.
fucking schmuck who came with me. Yeah, I'm hot. I'm gonna blow this guy. He's
Yeah,
successful
he was just
as
a
fuck.
ride. He was basically an Uber.
This is the best 20th anniversary party I've ever been to. Whoever's doing West Bend, call me. I want to.
You were.
I was supposed to go with Jeff for our 10th.
for our 10. Yeah,
I was announcing X Games. My first shot at X Games.
you win this round because we played beer pong.
At our
Have you guys
reunion?
been to
At our
any
reunion.
reunions?
Yeah,
No.
I went to my 10 year.
I didn't go
And,
to my
uh,
10 year.
I don't go to any.
My buddy
Yeah.
Al, who's probably going to be on the show sometime.
Al's
uh,
sick.
Al Stippich.
Al's so
He was DJing actually, so we had him DJing our thing, and everyone sat in their still little cliquey groups because
Mhm.
it was only 10 years after you graduated.
Yeah, nothing's changed really.
And then guys like this guy and my buddy Wayne and Al, we just like, let's start fucking playing beer pong. Fuck it. It was open bar.
That is such
Nice.
a West Bend thing to do. I love it.
Beer pong at your 10
Hey,
year.
your 10 year,
Yeah.
We played beer pong in Jamaica.
With some guys from Canada.
Hey.
So it was
Hey.
Canada versus United States versus
The-
Jamaica.
The group of Canadians brought their own beer pong cups and ball, and then they challenged us to
Yes.
play beer pong.
So we were Team USA.
Did you
and
tell
I got-
them-
We were team.
Don't play beer pong
Yeah.
with someone who brought their own table.
Yeah, we lost because
Yeah, we
Tom
didn't
had
do
me
well.
on his team.
Well,
That's like playing pool with someone who brought his own cue.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
that's like trying to.
Oh, let me unscrew
Drinking
this
contests
cue. I'm
against
not
someone
good
from
at
Wisconsin.
pool or
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah. I like, okay, you
We're
guys
like,
from
"Fuck you, we're from
Canada.
Wisconsin. We can keep
By the
doing
way,
it."
we're in Jamaica.
I will
and
say
you
this,
brought
though.
beer pong all
Canadians
the way
can
from Canada.
They can drink.
The same
Yeah,
fuckers
we
had
get it.
this Bose like surround sound like stereo system that they were carrying around everywhere with them.
Yeah, it was
It
cool.
was better than the music in the resort. They were everywhere they went. They were jamming. It
Yes.
was just like it sounded beautiful. We hung out with them.
I have so many Canadian
They were
stories
awesome.
of the wild.
Well, you did like a tour of Canada when you were
That's
announcing.
how I cut
and
my
shit.
teeth. How I got good at this industry? Dude.
Cut your teeth.
Yeah, it's a saying.
Yeah, it's
Read a
saying.
book, dude. Fuck.
What is cut your teeth?
Like Worf on Star Trek, he cuts his teeth.
Yeah. So
No,
basically,
I heard about orcs cutting their
Just
teeth.
keep doing
No,
that.
it's a phrase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just keep doing this.
No, it's a
yeah.
Faster.
slower.
It's not a race,
Is that-
Mark.
is that
It's
how you
never a
cut your
race
theory?
with Mark.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it's
Mark likes you to take your time.
it's a phrase on
Cut your teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
I heard a long in the tooth. That means
That-
you're old.
Yeah. No, cut your teeth is what.
It's like I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way in Canada and everything. Because
It's doing your time.
every little community has a semi-pro hockey team there. That's
Yes,
what
they
like,
do.
everyone does, right? So these
Fucking
buildings
Canada.
are looking for entertainment, and they do what are called sold shows, where they'll contact me or promote like, hey, we want to bring in a 2-hour performance of BMX and motorcycles and snowmobiles, and we want to do a rock band, and we want to do just 2 hours entertaining. So that's fine. So we get everybody there, and like, problem is they're all really they're like West Bend's ice rink would be considered pretty big in Canada. I mean,
Mhm.
they usually have a lot more seats in them and stuff, but the ceilings are always really low. And one tour I did with snowmobiles, first jump, first practice, first day, dude just hit the ceiling, dropped straight down to the bottom.
Is that in Newfoundland?
It was nope. It was in a little town called Moose Jaw,
Moose Jaw,
Jeffrey.
Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
Why do I know where the fuck that is?
Do you want to talk names of Canada cities, man?
Can you name the stripper joint in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan?
What's weird about
It's called the manhole.
What? I love when Jeff brings up Ripper joints so much. But the Ripper joints in Canada, because they have loonies and toonies, they don't have dollars, so you're just throwing change at the girls
Which making that shit hail.
when they want it. But it's like I can't put it in your G string. This guy's gonna go
You
in
could.
weird
It's
Gonna
places.
clank.
You
That's
could
weird places. Girl, I don't. Yeah,
just set a stack of quarters down and tell them pick it up without their
Oh,
hands.
dude. Canada
Can I
is
just
wild.
ask can you tell the difference between a Canadian stripper and an American stripper?
Yeah, Canadians' heads aren't attached to their jawline. They just flap around like in South Park. I don't know. Yeah, that's actually accurate. I don't know if you've been to
I'm
Canada.
gonna
But
guess
that's
the Canadian stripper always
The-
says thank you.
Yeah.
Hey.
She always says thank you, and they're not talking about Tim Hortons.
Okay.
Canada rules because
No.
the drinking age is 19.
Sure.
And then if you go to the capital near Ottawa and Montreal, it's even younger. It's 18. So like right here in the States, you're a 21-year-old girl, you're into the bar when you're 19. You're a 19-year-old girl in Canada, you're in the bar when you're 16. You're an 18-year-old girl that can get in, you're in there when you're 15. So all these girls are like
So when you're in
classic
Canada,
drunk and
make
like,
sure you card broads
yeah, if that's your job. You're not, no, because
before you sleep with them. Card them.
no, the age is,
That
the
too.
age,
That too.
consensual age is younger too.
Oh, you know that?
I'm in Canada a lot, man. I'm around dudes. We talk about these things. It's not like I go up looking
I
for
got
it.
a story.
I got a million, dude. So many. Canada is wild. It's the Wild West up there if you can get up there, especially in the summer, because something like 90% of Canadians live within 2 hours of the border.
Mhm.
So it's all just beautiful right around that. Like, oh, it's epic. And they're really like social health care, and Canada kills it. If you're going to run away, go there. Totally. If you're going to evade the military, to Canada.
If you want to learn more about Canada, you can watch
Contact Jeff. He'll call me.
I'll call Micah.
I heard that it's real difficult to become a citizen in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Yes,
cross
you have
the
to be a
border.
millionaire.
Yeah.
Or willing to do migrant work.
No, but I heard that you have to like apply for it, and you've got to have like basically like a PO
Mhm.
for like several years, and you have to get a job and prove that you're contributing to society.
See, my-
That
my
you're on,
buddy
like,
just-
probation.
Yeah.
Most countries have a vetting process.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy just married a Canadian.
That'll do
So,
it.
yeah.
Are you guys ever heard of the oil sands before?
No.
That's why. The oil sands, they
Like
found...
the oil for cars they get out of like the ground.
Yeah, sand. And it's way up north in the Arctic Circle. So Edmonton is like a huge
Shale.
city, right? Another 4.5 hours north of that, it's a
Hence
place
the
called
Oilers
Fort
from
Mac,
Edmonton.
right? Fort McMurray, you've heard of it? Fubar
Yep.
2. Anyone? Fubar 2?
Yep.
Right? So that's like the biggest camp where like there's so much money in Canada. Their economy is so strong because of the oil sands. It's like the equivalent of like when you are like in the United States, if you're a girl and you don't have education, you can always become like a receptionist or do food service, right? And guys, you can always usually get a trucker job or something, right? There's a niche for everybody. Well, in Canada, you don't even need a high school diploma, and you can go work on these oil sands and start making six figures a year instantly. And the money is crazy because it's oil money, and like they're just fracking and ripping it out of the ground up there. But that's why they don't let people across the border, and that's why, because their healthcare is dialed. They do have so much money, and like, I mean, everything's really expensive. But our dollar now is stronger, which is really ironic because for a while there it wasn't.
That's what Uncle Hack does from the Danger Cats.
One of the things that the Canadians
I'll have to show you that.
We hung out with in Jamaica, one of the chicks was like, yeah, but I come, down to Wisconsin all the time to do my shopping because the stuff's cheaper and it's whatever.
Yeah, Canada's super expensive. McDonald's food's really expensive. But they have to, to get a job, you start it. Like, their minimum wage is a lot higher. Like, it's a lot. But they also only have so many people, where we have millions and millions and millions.
Yes.
You can handle Canadian people and, do that economy where it works. When I was in Australia, it was really interesting because they didn't, the next generation didn't want to invest in the other one. So, all the people now didn't want to put in, people, they were, roving blackouts because they didn't want to put electricity structures on the coast because there just isn't enough people to warrant them doing it. And it's really interesting to see how other countries deal with it. We're such a strong country. We want paved roads to the end of the earth, and it isn't like that everywhere else. It's really cool to go out there and look at it.
That's interesting.
Go to Australia and go to New Zealand for sure.
Definitely. We got to go there, Mark.
It's worth it. There's no snakes in New Zealand.
We're going. Hey, we got listeners in Australia and New Zealand.
Sweet.
So
we'll
go visit them.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
We're going to Middle Earth. That's where they filmed Lord of the Rings in New Zealand.
I know.
Yeah, Mark.
That's half the reason I want to
get
go.
it. No, just kidding.
All right, Mal, what are we at here? Should we wrap her up here?
Oh, I stopped recording 2 hours ago.
I didn't record any of this.
This hasn't been recorded at all.
All right. Well,
Bloop, you can start now.
Go to
audible.com. Get yourself a free trial for audiobooks on your long flight to New Zealand.
That's where you're going.
Sign up for 30 days, get one free book. That book is yours to keep. If you don't like it, you can swap it out for a different book.
Yep.
Suggest a book. Suggest one.
Suggest a book.
Suggest an Audible book.
Suggest a book.
Suggest a book.
Not Moby Dick. That book sucks.
Get it. Come on. What do you got? So, do you have a rated book? Jeff, is Jeff's microphone on? He's very concerned.
No, I'm just trying to see how long it's going to take Molly to notice when she's got to edit this shit out.
I have done several audiobooks, but I've talked about them all before, so I don't want to
suggest one they should look at. They should read.
Well, Lord of the Rings, for example. Sure. You can get that on audiobook.
Sure.
Harry Potter audiobooks are really good because they've got a full cast.
Yep. Okay.
I've listened to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on the audiobooks. Those are very good.
Yeah.
What was the one book that I liked? The
Septimus Heap, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son?
No, not that one. The girl.
The Little
author.
Engine That Could.
The girl author.
You know, that one.
You know, that one broad.
Who writes?
The whole thing when we were driving.
He's mad at her for him not knowing. This is incredible.
Damn it, Molly!
This is incredible.
Was it a Mercy?
Was it J.K.
Wizard of Earthsea. There you go. You got it.
I'm going to throw out...
we got Wizard of Earthsea. Okay.
I'm going to throw out Tough Guy by Bob Probert.
Nice.
It's a fucking hockey book.
I would read that.
And it's all about Bob Probert and his life as an NHL enforcer.
Oh, I bet that's
pretty.
Great.
It's actually a good read. That's actually one book I read.
There we go, Universe. You got some homework.
If you get anything from this podcast, it's don't take my advice. So I'm going to suggest the Celestine Prophecies. Enjoy.
Celestine Prophecies?
Oh, you'll read it.
I might hear it because it's on audible.com and I don't have to read it.
It's a very...
Well, they have thousands of hours of audio content available.
All right. And Amazon.com, you can go to our webpage.
Click on the link on our page, and through there, everything you buy, we get a portion of the proceeds.
Kickback.
Amazon shares it with us.
Bit.
I just bought I told you I bought the Joe Boo doll, right?
Yes.
Yep.
From Major League?
Yeah.
You savage. You're so awesome.
But I used it using the fucking Amazon code that.
Heck yeah.
It's nice.
All right. So, thank you very much, Micah. Micah Krantz, fucking awesome, coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Kicking it. No, thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for doing the movie. Thanks for doing everything.
Yeah, that was I love the recommendation. I really enjoyed it. Fuck these guys.
See,
I would never have watched that movie if you hadn't recommended it. So thank you.
You get a standing O, and I get. Why the fuck?
You're the legend, Jeff. I'm here because of you.
Why the fuck is this guy here again?
The legend brought me. They know.
No, I love it.
The people
all right. And,
Find me at a local tavern. We'll talk.
All right. So, what do you think?
Oh, my reads. Yeah.
I got my clipboard I spilled booze on.
Yeah,
the Grony
dude.
got to him. Just kicked in.
Give it a
The
little bit.
original piece of paper that Alex gave me.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Just read this.
We are Tom and Mark and Jeff off the rails. Our website is theunipodcast.com. We are on Twitter at Unipodcast. Come check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/unipodcast. We have a whole bunch of live streams you can watch over there.
Yep.
Unedited. So you
Kicking
get to see
ass.
all the fuck ups and all the racist things that that Molly edits out.
Just add it out.
Don't forget to ask Tom anything at asktomanything414@gmail.com. You know, ask him literally anything you want. You know, what recommendations,
That's it.
you know, just
Yeah.
something funny happened to me. What
We
should
need some
I
more
do?
shit coming, guys.
The more random, the better.
Yeah.
This podcast is available on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and all your favorite podcast hosting sites. Speaking way before of our website, Tom has Instagram all linked up over there.
Yeah,
so you can
what's
go
Instagram?
check that out.
I want to follow it.
On Instagram?
Yeah, what is it?
It's theunipodcast.com, I believe.
Awesome.
It's
You know, Micah's going to be chiming in with some odd
the
questions
Unipodcast.
now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Michael will be like, huh, I'm bored. Let me ask Tom anything.
Oh, I'm going to start emailing him randomly. I'm going to use some of my fake
fuck
emails
yeah,
and get
we want
weird.
that.
I'll send some weird stuff. You know I will.
All right. And remember, universe, we're not good enough.